Hi everyone, my name is Mark Ironton and we're on the ground today and we're leafleting. We've got a leafleting crew with us and we're leafleting a patch, and I thought I'd give you 3 top tips of leafleting that might help you if you're on the ground leafleting too. So the first top tip is wrap up warm. When I mean wrap up warm, I've got my polar bear coat with me, and the reason for that is if you work indoors in an office or if your leafleters work indoors generally and they're doing some some extra work, as soon as they get outside, even in spring or autumn, the cold will get them, and so make sure they've got plenty of layers on and they're wrapped up warm. That's first top tip. Second top tip is gloves. Now these ones are, and I'll put one on for you, these ones are iPhone gloves or touchscreen gloves. These ones are called eye gloves, and the reason for that is because they're ever so slightly tacky on the fingertips, and that means you can pick leaflets up with them fairly easily. You can actually pick them up with the tips and then fold them and put them in the other hand, get them through the door. That's a fairly easy one. The next one is, and I'll show you this, it's the next reason for wearing gloves is that we're at 4 degrees now. When we're out this morning leafleting, it was about 3 degrees centigrade, and the edge of these leaflets, these are 1-3-5 single-sided leaflets, these can become like little knife edges, and if you don't use gloves, these will give you paper cuts all over your hands, especially if you've got soft hands, because if you're not a manual worker. So that's another top tip. That's top tip number 2. Top tip number 3 is this little baby here. This is an ice scraper from Aldi at 99p, and this has got 2 jobs. One for stopping fingertip bites, and the other one for knuckle rash. And I'll show you why. Or I'll show you how, sorry. If the letterbox is there, we put the leaflet half up the letterbox, the letterbox half up the leaflet, and then we use the ice scraper to get the leaflet through the letterbox. And the reason for that is it keeps your fingers out of the letterbox. If anyone's met a West Island Terrier, the little white dogs, they can run at 120 miles an hour down a corridor to get your fingers, and I know virtually every leaflet I've ever met has his fingers got by a little dog. But the other reason is the brass letterboxes that are quite stiff, that open inwards, sometimes when you're pulling your fingers out, they shut back on you and they can wrap the top of your knuckles. So this again stops the knuckle rash from the leafleters. So there's my 3 top tips. Wrap up warm even in spring and autumn. Use the touchscreen gloves so you can pick the leaflets out of each other, and the ice scraper for protecting your knuckles from knuckle rash and your fingertips from bites. Well, this morning's result, we did about 1,000 leaflets this morning. We got them out and we finished about 12 o'clock. There's a crew of us out there doing them, and it's now 10 to 3, and it produced one lead so far, and that was a divorce case. It's a £230 house. So we delivered 1,000, we got a lead back within about 2 hours of finishing, 2.5 hours of finishing. So everyone keeps telling me it doesn't work until I actually do it on the patch, and it does work. So get out there, get your boots on the ground and out in the letterboxes and get leafleting and market in your area. Hope that's helped. My name is Mark Ironton, and I'll speak to you soon.